Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I just wanted to come on today to share a message that's come through, a channeled message that's come through from the divine masculines to the divine feminines. It's through a song. So it's a song that's a channeled message from the divine masculines to the divine feminines. On the twin flame journey, there tends to be especially where there is no communication, there tends to be sort of messages through music, whether it's from the divine masculine to the divine feminine or from the divine feminine to the divine masculine. And this particular song has been on my mind. It's been coming into my mind all day today since morning, and every time it sort of makes me want to jiggle a bit. But it also came into my head yesterday, when I just before last night before I went to bed, and then I woke up at some point in the night and it was in my head again, and the fact that it's kept coming into my head all day today has really made me feel that I should share this message, as in it's a message for the divine feminines, the collective from the divine masculines. And so to kick it off, I just wanted to play this a little bit. Right. Okay. So the reason why I wanted to do that is because I just feel like there is a bit of excitement, like the energy that I'm getting and the vision that I actually got as well in relation to this particular song. It's like, I know, for example, I know that right now the divine masculines are going through a tough times, releasing karma, releasing fears, also, and mostly in hermit mode. And however, there are times where they get a bit excited, whatever they're doing, whether they're washing dishes or they're at work and they start listening to this song, they listen to this song and start dancing around. This is the image that I got. Or they're whistling to themselves and thinking of their divine feminine. And whilst this, it's that excitement of thinking of the divine feminine, reminiscing, but also thinking of how I would love to let her know certain things. And so this is why when I was connecting with the energy for this particular song, it's literally that excitement and the sort of wanting to dance. So after this, I suggest that you put that song on. It's Working My Way Back to You by the Spinners. Put it on and just do a little dance. It helps to raise your vibration. I'm definitely going to do the same after this. So certainly do that, because it is all about us being playful and also, raising our vibration, and dancing is one of the best ways to do that. And so I'm just going to go through the words of the song, and just basically give it a listen to it, to a divine feminine. And this is a message from your divine masculine, and that doesn't matter whether it's about the energy. So it could be from a female to a male, or to same-sex couples, but then just listen to the words and take it in, and then go and dance afterwards. So, and I've actually gone through these words once earlier on, and what I realized is it's actually two parts. It's like the higher self of the divine masculine, and just sort of their 3D self in the whole song. So I'll try and highlight that as I go along. So the first part goes, and this is, I would say, from the higher self, saying, "I'll be working my way back to you, babe, with a burning love inside. Yeah, I'm working my way back to you, babe. And the happiness that died, I let it get away. Been paying every day." So what this is saying to me is that, they have the burning love inside for you, divine feminine, and they are working their way back to you. It might be taking time. They might not be saying anything to you in person, but their higher self is letting you know that they are working their way back to you, and they are doing it with this burning love inside, this passion, this fire that they have for you, because you're their one. And it says, well, they have, and the happiness that died, I let it get away, I've been paying for it every day. So this is a part of them that knows that they're the ones, by walking away, by ghosting you, no answering, responding to your messages, by blocking you. They're the ones who let the love get away. But it was a love that they still have this burning, that they still have that burning love inside, even though they've not done, they walked away. And however, they have been, and they do say, I've been paying for it every day. And then it goes on to say, when you were so in love with me, I played around like I was free. And I feel that this is more their sort of 3D self, being a bit sad about the fact that they did walked away. And I don't think the play, I played around like I was free, means that they went off with somebody else. I mean, there could have been others who did, because every situation is different. But I feel like I played around like I was free. It's more like you were giving, giving, giving. With the twin flame journey, it's about the idea is, when you come to union, it's meant to be about giving and receiving, that balance. But as a divine feminine, you were probably giving, 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 and they were maybe not, concentrating on other things, whether it was hanging out with their friends, focusing on their job, for example, or just doing other things that sort of left you being the one giving, giving, giving. And so they realize this is why they're saying, when you were so in love with me, when you were digging all that giving, I played around like I was free, thought I could have my cake and eat it too, but how I cry over losing you. So at the time, this is what they're saying to themselves in the 3D, in their head. I thought I could have my cake and eat it too, because you were giving and they were just doing their thing and not giving back. So it's them realizing that they were not giving back enough, as much as you were giving to them. But then now they realize, and they're like, but how I cried over losing you. See me down and out, but I ain't going to go living my life without you. So they realize now, and they are regretting, basically, and saying, I ain't going to go living my life without you. It's now they're working on it, because for every day I made you cry, I will pay and gill till the day I die. So, this is their 3D self again, feeling bad, feeling, that fear of, how could I do this? And that's the part of them that's saying, for every day I made you cry, I'll pay and gill till the day I die. So they sort of feel like they have to pay for, the fact that they made you cry when they walked away, when they left you, when they ghosted you and blocked you. And, so they feel bad about that. That's a 3D self feeling bad about that. And that's a sort of fear that they have to release as well. It's one of the things that they're releasing through this hard time, whilst going through was going through the times of being quiet. This is part of their healing, for them to realize that this is separation is something that had to happen, and is part of their growing and releasing that fear. So it says, so after that it says, I'll keep working my way back to you, babe, with a burning love inside. Yeah, I'm working my way back to you, babe, and the happiness that died, I let it get away by been paying every day. So that's a repetition, and that's just showing how much their higher self knows, and also their 3D self knows, that what they have to do now is working on making their way back to you. And and they know that they took away the happiness, that they let that happiness get away. They took, when they walked away and they left you in tears, and they took the happiness away from you, and and then they also took the happiness away from themselves, because they go on there to say, I let it get away. Oh, I used to love to make you cry. It made me feel like a man inside. Right. So this probably might sound like what are they talking about, but I feel that this is the 3D self, sort of thinking back, thinking at the way they acted, that if, when they walked away, when they blocked you and they ghosted you, and you were probably trying really hard to contact them, and now, in that sort of the feeling of, whoa, how could I do that? That's why they're like, oh, I used to love to make you cry. Not that they really loved it, but they think of it that way, as if, they think of it of themselves in a bad way, that I used to love it to make you cry. Like, how could I do that to you? It made me feel like a man inside, because at that time they probably felt strong. They're like, I can't deal with this, I'm just going to leave it. So, then they felt like a man inside. However, it goes on to say, if I had been a man in reality, you would be here loving me. So, it's all part of that whole fear and that regret of, why did I do this? If I thought I was being a man at that time. However, if I had been a man in reality, you'd be here, babe, loving me. And which I think is very sweet. And now my nights are long and lonely, and I ain't strong, and I ain't too strong, babe. I just miss you so. I'll repeat that. Now my nights are long and lonely, and I ain't strong, and I ain't too strong, babe. I just miss you so. So, they are regretting, and they are so sorry. It's basically being sorry for what they did, and now realizing that how much you mean to them, realizing that what they did was not the nicest thing to do to somebody, and now they're missing you so much, and basically say that their nights are long and lonely, and I ain't too strong, babe. I just miss you so. And this, even in cases where there are comic partners involved, they are not, the comic partner is not you, and they're basically saying, my nights are long and lonely. So whatever situation they're in, whether they're by themselves or with a comic partner, they're not with that person, as in the happy relationship that they would love to have with you. So that's why they're saying their nights are long and lonely, and they ain't too strong. So they're going through a difficult time. So separation is not only difficult for the divine feminine, although, we go through a really tough time, it is also difficult for the divine masculine. And they just miss you so. They realize what they did, they're sorry about what they did, and now they're using this song to send this message to you. And then it goes on to say, girl, but you're too proud and you won't give in. And I think this is also part of their 3D self. When they're going through this whole, oh man, why did I do this? Then they divine feminines, because obviously divine feminines will have gone through a phase of chasing and trying to be the one to contact the divine masculine, and then, and all this, and being blocked and all that. And then the divine feminines pull back, and they decide, I've tried, I am now going to focus on myself, I am going to live this, and I'm just going to do what's good for me, focus on self-love, do what's good for me. And for that reason, now they, in their 3D self, they're thinking, oh girl, you're too proud and you won't give in, because now you're not contacting them. And it's now a bit like, oh man, I did all this, I feel so lonely. Now you won't give in, you've just left them so that they can sort themselves out. So that's why there's that part. It's sort of like the sort of fear part saying, like an ego part saying, you're too proud, you won't give in. But it doesn't mean you don't care. But obviously, they're not in communication with you. So that's what they're thinking in their 3D world. And then it goes on to say, but when I think about all I could win, right? But when I think about all I could win, I'll keep working my way back to you, babe, with a burning love inside. So they're saying, girl, they're saying, even if you may be too proud and you may not want to know and you won't give in, I'm not just going to leave this. I'm not just going to let it go and just be like, she doesn't want to know anymore. They're like, girl, but you're too proud and you won't give in. But when I think about all I could win, which is all they could win with you, divine feminine, when I think about all I could win, I'll keep working my way back to you, babe, with a burning love inside. Yeah, I'm working my way back to you, babe, and the happiness that died, I let it get away. Been paying every day. So they are in pain of, how they treated you, what they did, and they are sort of like, how could I do this? And they are sad about what they did, and they do realize that the divine feminine has sort of stepped away and just left them, and they're like, but I'm not giving up. I am going to keep going. I'm going to keep working my way back to you, babe, no matter how what it takes. I am not going to give up on this love because I have this burning love inside, so I'm going to keep working my way back to you. And then it goes on to say, because they know they let it get away. They let the happiness get away, the happiness that you two had before separation, and they've been paying for it every day. You might not realize it, they may be quiet, you may not see anything, but they have been paying for it every day, and they're saying it very clearly in this message because they have that love for you. And then it goes on to say, my road is kinda alone, I just gotta get back home. So they're saying their road alone is kind of alone, like they are alone on their road right now. I just gotta get back home. And this is so beautiful because they, whether they are with a karmic person or not, a karmic partner or not, whether whatever they are in a job, whether they are whatever it is, that an addiction, whatever it may be that's in the way, family, distance, another country, another religion, they realize now that their road is kind of alone, and they just got to get back home. And it's so beautiful. And it's this whole thing, that I've learned on my path from Liaison Guided by Angels, that all paths lead home. And that's where they want to come. They want to get back home to where they, and you, Divine Feminine, are their home. And it goes on to say, I'm really sorry for acting that way. Apologies about that. I'm really sorry for acting that way. I'm really sorry. Oh, little girl, I'm really sorry for telling you lies for so long. I know it says little girl, it might sound a bit, but it's just, their way of being like, little girl, as in like, oh, my darling little girl, in a loving way. It's not patronizing at all. It's like, oh, I just got to get back home. I'm really sorry for acting that way. I'm really sorry. Oh, little girl, I'm really sorry. Like a little boy also sort of saying so sorry to the little girl, realizing just how badly they treated their divine feminine. And it goes on to say, I'm really sorry for telling you lies for so long. And all divine feminines know that they've been going through that whole separation and the quiet, being blocked, and being told, I don't want to have anything to do with you, or I've moved on, and all these things. It's all part of just telling you lies. And they are saying to you in this particular song that I am sorry for telling you lies for so long. And this, for however long you've been hearing this, that's what they're saying. I'm really sorry. Oh, and it goes on to say, oh, please forgive me, girl. Come on, give me a chance. Won't you forgive me, girl? Hey, let's have a romance. I mean, obviously, this is in sort of singing, so it sounds a bit funny when you say it. But what they're basically doing is apologizing, and they're saying, please forgive me. And they're asking, literally begging, saying, come on, please forgive me. Give me another chance. Hey, please, won't you give me another chance? Oh, forgive me, girl, and let's try again. So, and it's over and over again. Come on, forgive me, girl. Please forgive me, girl. And over again, they're repeating this. And then it ends, it goes on to the ending, and it comes back to, I'll keep working my way back to you, babe, with a burning love inside. Yeah, I'm working my way back to you, babe. And the happiness that died, I let it get away. Been paying every day. I keep working my way back to you, babe. So it is such a beautiful song because they basically realizing they're obviously singing it in a, sort of excited. That's why there's the oh, little girl, and there is that side of them that's sort of excited because they kind of want to say it in a playful way. That's exactly what it is. They kind of want to say it in a playful way, so that's why they say, oh, little girl, and all these things to lighten the mood. It's all about lightening the mood and bringing in play into the whole thing. And also even just the step, like the beat of the song is all quite light-hearted and dancing, but they are giving you their emotion. They are telling you exactly how they feel. They're apologizing. They're telling you that they are lonely without you, Divine Feminine, and that they really would love. They're working their way back to you. It might be taking a long time. It might be going round in circles, round for ages, but they are making their way back home to you. So I just thought it was a really lovely song. And the fact that it kept coming up over and over again, I just thought I would really sort of come on and just share it. And I truly say to you, after this, turn it on and do a little boogie and just imagine your Divine Masculine and imagine them sort of, just having a little boogie with you and just telling you this, but in a playful manner, and it's all about raising the vibration and trying to keep things light, because we need this on this journey. And I just wanted to come on and do that. And I truly say to you, go on after this and listen to the song and just listen to the words and also do a little dance, because your Divine Masculine will love that, because they're sending this message to you. And before I finish, I also just wanted to go through and do a little card and do one that's just literally fallen on the floor straight away. Just pick that one up and just do a little card reading of the Divine Masculine messages of love, because I feel that with this particular song, they've really these cards are the sort of the best cards to sort of use. And I just wanted to pick 4 cards. Thank you, angels. Can I have 4 cards? I've already got 4 cards that I can use to, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, they're giving me 5 here. 5 cards that I can just use to basically show what is going on here. So let's have a look. Ha! You literally cannot write this. I'm not even kidding. I know, I don't know if you could see me shuffling there, but these are the messages that these are the messages that come through. Thank you, angels. I can't even quite. So we've got 5 messages, and here they are, right? So the first one that fell down and fell to the ground was "Don't give up on me." So don't give up on me, Divine Feminine. Your Divine Masculine saying, I'm working my way back to you. Do not give up on me. Okay? And this next one is, I will come forward to you in time. So they're working their way back to you. They will come forward to you in time, when the time is right. Right now, they're doing their work. They're working their way back to you. And then the next one is, I promise you union. And why do they promise you union, Divine Feminine? They promise you union because they have that burning love inside, that burning love of the candle that these beautiful cards have, thanks to Liz Harrison from Guided by Angels, if you want to get these cards. So, and it's, so they have that burning love inside of them that is making them come back to you, work their way back to you. And because of that, they are promising you union, Divine Feminine. And look at the last 2 cards. I don't know, I literally shuffled them. I don't know if you could see or whether I was a bit too low on my shuffling, but I shuffled them, and these are the cards that fell out. The first one is, hear my message in music. I mean, I can't even, like, wow, thank you, angels. Hear my message in music. And the other one is, I love it when you dance. So Divine Feminine, I mean, I'm just like, wow, thank you, angels. Divine Feminine, after this, go and put the song on, because your Divine Masculine is telling you that they're asking you to not give up on them, because they will come forward to you in time, because right now they're working their way back to you because of that burning love inside of them, which is why they're promising you union. And they're saying to you, hear my messages in music. And that's exactly what I was doing with this with this song, working my way back to you. It is in music. They're saying, hear my message in music. So go get up. And in the last thing is, they say, I love it when you dance. I literally shuffle this. I'm just like, wow. So I love it when you dance. So get up, divine feminine. Let's raise our vibration. Go and put it up. Put the song on. Working my way back to you by the Spinners. And dance, because your divine masculine is working their way back to you because of that love that's burning inside them. Thank you, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video. I am going to put the song on and dance right now. And love, peace, positivity, and light to you all.